Hey everybody.
It's kind of been back and forth between the two because these guys are both amazing players in their
Shorter, do you remember the ceremony
Keep
to
calm,
names?
Catboy.
Goo 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 gaga.
He knows who I'm talking to.
Goo 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 gaga.
Lewis over here rocking the out of rags mustache.
It's in red.
No, it ain't. It's going past your lips.
No, it isn't.
It totally is.
The fresh trim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Williamson moved down to the left.
Williamson, move to the left.
Okay.
More.
Damn, look at Spartan. So yeah.
Move more to the left, Williamson.
Okay.
Can I get a hua?
Boys, let's
Oh yeah?
Move back
Bang.
a little bit, Williamson.
Bang 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 bang.
Will you fit that?
bang bang.
No. Why do you not
Damn,
have
Gregor doesn't have a
Windows?
patch. Whoa.
He's making
Look at
food right
that.
now.
No, the other one does.
Doesn't have his XML
Yeah,
on
both
too.
making
Whoa.
Fuck's sakes.
Sure.
Don't complain to the situation.
It's working for everybody else.
How much time do we have? Alright, hold up, I'll be back.
Why are you going somewhere, Crawford?
I know what to do.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, never mind, we
This
don't need to.
Snyder sleepy on my.
Oh my
Can
god.
you stop playing fucking Snyder?
No.
Fucker?
No, wouldn't even stay on that late actually. He went to play League right after.
Did he really?
Yeah, he went to play League
Oh my
afterwards.
God,
That's
he's
why.
such a
Every fucker
sweat.
who plays
He's
10 hours
actually
with
a
that
sweat. This is like. This is gonna be like Schneider's gonna be my 13 threes.
You know what? From day-
Grigorov,
from
are
day
you
on, we don't need any
touching an
stuff
officer?
fuck up. We just don't die. We just don't die anymore.
We should just wait for the numbers to come back. I brought 15 of them. Don't test me.
I like that his loud voice is basically just his normal voice, but just slightly elevated. Dun, 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 dun,
Can I
dun.
get a hua?
I'm just gonna do this. Well, now we're fucking glitched and I'm gonna have to respawn. Thank you for us for being a little piece of shit.
Nice.
I'm
Screenshot.
literally gonna have to now respawn.
Good job, Ross.
No, there you go. Managed to actually fix it. Okay, move to the left now, Williamson. There you go. We have enough space.
Gucci, can you do a flip?
Recursive fixing of squad formation.
Ken's
Yeah.
looking in my eyes.
Let's go.
Crawford.
Hold on. There we go. Perfect.
Your eyes are
Yeah.
kinda dead, you know that, right?
Huh?
Your eyes look dead.
Fuck's sakes. Oh, look who's back. Hey, Winters.
Put your patch on, baby.
Put your patch on. And I also have the other Winters put their patch on.
Wow, Winters doesn't have his patch on.
Now he does.
Wow.
Hey Lewis, you
I was a
shut
little
your
bit more
your mouth.
I was
Lewis.
a little
up,
bit more
Crawford.
preoccupied on
Fuck
making
you,
food
Lewis.
than I was getting a patch, because you know, starving to death is literally a bit more serious.
You wouldn't starve to that. Who needs food anyways?
How do you know? Maybe this is my first in 3 weeks.
Yeah, no. I literally remember you saying on Monday that you're eating, so it's not 3 weeks. Maximum like a week.
Honestly, winners, just be better, dog.
Yeah, just be better.
Hey, how we doing, everybody?
Simple.
Just getting everybody in formation. Welcome to May's ceremony. There we go.
Dude, I'm not a Christian child.
No,
Wait,
Fucking help.
Christian.
It's
If
Sunday
he
school.
no, Crawford. If you have
It's
one
okay.
IQ, is Clenat a piece of shit for making fun of a mentally disabled person?
He is. He's a horrible person, man. You're a horrible person for making fun of somebody who's mentally disabled and can't
come on.
think for themselves.
What
Dude,
the
come on.
fuck you guys talking about?
Piece of shit.
Kicking off here in
Jesus,
5
just
minutes.
make fun of Crawford.
Yeah, you made fun of a mentally disabled person, dude. Fuck you, Skunnar, you fucking asshole. Skunnar, I'm gonna force feed you mayo until you burst like a bubble.
I'm sorry, what? Hey, if bursting on mayo over eating is your idea of a good time, please stay at least 30 meters away from me. I cannot imagine the smell. Is he?
No. He's under house arrest because he killed the baby. I still remember that, Skunnar. Yeah, he's under house arrest because he killed the baby, man. Where's the baby, Skunnar? Where's the baby, man?
At least he didn't make it into glue. Just join the Marine Corps.
If you think about it, a lot of my kids come out as blue.
Come on, Bills! No, you don't get to say that!
I mean, what do you mean? They always come out white and sticky.
Fuck's sakes!
Hey, Caleb. Tell a joke. Is your father still alive?
Alright, Combs.
quiet. Too quiet.
Sir, Alpha Company, all present and accounted for.
Oh, all right. Post. All right. Well, first announcement, if you haven't contacted your mother today, make sure you contact your mother today. It's Mother's Day. We have a couple actual TPRs because taking out to breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever time zone they're in. So just make sure you do that. You know, because she birthed your mouth-breathing body. All right. So starting off, month of April was pretty successful in terms of us launching into our new operation. We conducted 2 combat operations and 3 patrols, if I'm correct. Overall, I mean, we're finding in the beginning, we're kind of learning definitely the map that we went into and how, I guess, to strategically attack it / make it a little bit more difficult too. I know the first few missions or patrols, we came out swinging, and honestly, we kind of outdid ourselves and really let the enemy have it. From there, in correlation with our S2 and Sergeant Pendergast, you know, First Sergeant and Flanagan, really had to dig a little deeper and make it even tougher. You know, more objectives, more concentrated enemy forces, just so that we could, you know, make sure that there's an even keel of getting our asses kicked and then also not getting our asses kicked. So I think after the first 5 here events or so, we've found a little bit of middle ground. There's still some work to be done. With that, S2, we are actually going to start opening up our mission feedback form. We kind of want to see, we hear some stuff through the grapevine, mostly just side comments and things like that. While we want to get better, we want to improve our gaming experience as a whole. In terms of our operation and our presence patrols, our hearts and minds missions, I guess, is what you can call those. But ideally, we just want to make sure that, you know, we are able to react to actionable feedback, not just bitching, saying this sucks or there's too much enemies or there's too little enemies. Again, anything with a feedback form, we just ask for actionable items, because it's great that we can all sit back and complain and I guess I'm trying to put it in nice words, not bitch, about the actions or the layout of a certain op or a mission or anything like that, but really put yourselves in their shoes. There is such a thing as called writer's block. There's only so much you could do with Zeus and the enemy forces. If you have ever been in there, you know that they kind of have a mind of their own, and if you're not over the top of them, you don't know what they'll necessarily do. Now spawn, you know, 20 to 50 to 100 enemy AI with motorized vehicles and tracks, and so just have some grace. We'll continue to push through that, and hopefully today's mission will be, from what I read in the op word, pretty awesome. More of a defense style, which are always fun. A lot of ammo is used, that's for sure. So we'll be continuing to do that. With that, we will be actually looking into getting another S2 soldier up in platoon to kind of help out with the, I guess, platoon side or the operational side of our missions. You know, another mind up there. Our current ones do outstanding, but we want to make sure that we also continue to push forward from that point too. So again, the big thing, our mission feedback form will be posted. It's actually on our website already. I just got to open up, I believe, the permissions to it. I'll have to look, and then we'll be able to provide feedback after every patrol or combat mission. So we do have actually a good chunk of anniversaries, 5 in the month of May here. May seems to be a pretty good recruitment month for us. In terms of, we have four of these soldiers are hitting their 1 year. in there. So we have Staff Sergeant Cooper as of today, May 8th. He is honored with his 1-year anniversary. We have Specialist Paz with his 1-year anniversary. Specialist Kidden with his 1-year anniversary on May 26th, and Paz is May 20th. And then we have Bills on May 27th with his 1-year anniversary. I'm coming up in May as well. My anniversary is in May. I hit my 16th year in the unit on May 13th. So, month of April, we did bring in a solid amount of soldiers, more so than what's on this list. Unfortunately, just those didn't make the cut. We know our drop rate of our private trainees and how important it is for us to connect with them, make them feel welcome, make them feel part of the team. You know, the NCOs and the leaders above them, it's a very vital that you're making that environment. Some, though, I mean, it's out of our control when they agree to join and say, yeah, I can make the Saturdays and Sundays, and then the very first weekend find out, oh, you meant every Saturday and Sunday. You know, it's a catch-22 on our side. RRO does extremely well with explaining the expectations. There's several posts that they get as well explaining the expectations. At the end of the day, it's not much we can do. All we can do is control what we can control, and that's making our new soldiers feel welcome, getting them boots on the ground, understanding what our SOPs are, introducing them to fellow soldiers, building that camaraderie and team environment within each element, whether that's a fire team or a squad, but being able to make sure that they feel welcome. With that, we welcome Chaz, Clark, Wagner, Covey, I'm going to slaughter this one, Sir Jarrell. That's an interesting name. Wolf, R. Winters, Newman, and Williamson are all soldiers that enlisted with us in the month of April. They'll be invited to the brunch with Major here in a couple weekends. That's, again, just a meet and greet, getting it out there that new soldiers are, again, being able to feel comfortable, talk to their superiors, talk to their leaders, and ask really any questions. You know, all of C staff, all of leaders, all squad leaders, plus we all should have an open door policy that we can have our soldiers come up, talk to us, you know, BS a little bit, get some questions answered on why we do something this way, or what about this, suggestions, things like that. So if you see these new soldiers that I just named off, be sure to welcome them. Ooh. All right. FIG. Usually I list the classes that are coming up here in the month of May. We do have a land navigation course, which really is like the staple of all advanced schooling, all courses that we do. So if you're not land nav qualified already, that's May 20th. Check out the calendar, and there's going to be a sign up. And then after that, then on May 28th, we have Air Assault School. One of the requirements for Air Assault School is that you complete land nav. So, again, try to get in there, get that land nav done. Hopefully, everybody is able to. That's one of our most run courses, just for that reason, besides OSET, of course. So, with April being so successful and how we kind of went after it with combat operations, launching into our new operation, but then also the DMOS work that was done. We actually have a fairly good amount of promotions and awards, some pretty big awards as well in terms of combat, as well as a small patching ceremony of our 3rd ID combat patch. Some soldiers in this formation has hit that requirement of attending 3 combat operations, and that equals not only the CIB3, but also our unit patch to wear on their uniforms. Our unit combat patch, I should say, to wear on their uniforms. So to start off, I will take Tucci and Dio, if they're present, post. All right, about face. All right, these 2 soldiers plus myself are hereby being awarded the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal for donating in the calendar month of April. In this case, all 3 soldiers, myself, Sergeant First Class Tucci here, and Private Dio out of 3 Cab, all donated $100 in the month. So we took in $300 in the month of April. all 3 soldiers are being awarded this ribbon with a V device for $100 or more. The standard is just $50 to qualify for this. So any donations that come in is helping the unit in the long run, from unit funds, supplying our unit anniversary gifts, which is something I forgot to mention for all our 4 1-years. Will be receiving their PM from me to send their unit anniversary gift to for hitting 1 year. But that, as well as our servers, our TeamSpeak, our web hosting now as well, as we just switched over our web server host to AWS. So any donations help. Again, they don't need to be 50. If you're in a good spot and you want to, this is an award that is given out for simply that, being selfless and donating. So a big thank you to Sergeant Tucci in front of us. Hello.
What?
All right, Buffface. Thanks, Sergeant.
Measure.
Fall back in. All right. Next up, I have, if I can get Pendergast, Vandal, Cooper, Crawford, Flanagan, Tham, Holmes, Bobble, Grigg, Lewa, Toplak, D. Williams, and J. Nichols post. Beautiful. Alright, Buffface. Alright, these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Good Conduct Medal. So for some of these, this is their first one in the unit, which means they've served 3 months consecutive in their combat element, just for what it says: good service, good conduct. This is one medal that is given out every 3 months, so 4 times a year, and you can max this out relatively quickly compared to other ribbons or other medals that are awarded. These soldiers are active. These soldiers don't AWOL. They TPR when they're supposed to, and they are present and here to do what they signed up to do within our unit, whether that's their combat element, or DMOS work. So a big thank you to these soldiers. Cool. All right, Buffface. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in. All right. If I can get Brock, Ivan, and Garcia post. Ivanov, sorry. All right, Buffface. All right, these soldiers are definitely not shy of this award, having all 3 of them earned it multiple times. Every month it seems that they're up here. The Humanitarian Service Medal. These soldiers are the ones that get us recognized on Clan's list for constantly being on the top. It's such an important thing for us on Clan list to get towards that top. It brings a lot of publicity, a lot of eyes. Look at those top units. Shows the activity of that group. And these soldiers are consistently voting twice a day for 30 days, 60 votes to qualify for the Humanitarian Service Medal, as well. Just the consistency that we see out of it month after month after month is amazing. And we think these 3 soldiers that are constantly doing it, as I've stated several times before, I try my best, but I doubt I ever even get into the 50s, if that, maybe 40s or 30s. But a big thank you to these 3. Ooh, congratulations.
Oh,
All right, Buffface. Thanks again, sergeants. Lead the way. Fall back in. All right. If I can get J. Lewis post, if present. Alright, Buffets. Alright, Corporal Lewis here. Was the sole graduate of our airborne school that happened in the month of April. Several others jumped with him and retook the course, but this is the first time that Corporal Lewis here attended the course and is hereby awarded his basic parachute badge. So, congratulations.
Oh.
Alright, Buffets. Airborne. Fall back in. Just don't fall out of an airplane. Alright. Next up, if I can get C. Winters and 5s post. Alright, Buffets. Alright, last month, these two soldiers were up here celebrating an anniversary with us, so that means this month, being that they are over the 365 days of service, they're hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, which is awarded for 12 months, or 365, time in service with an active deployment in there. So, we're most consistently deployed, 8 to 9, 10 months out of the year, so that's fairly easy. So being able to see that consistency and see that dedication to be here for at least another year. I know we award this out every year of service, so it's not just your first one, but I know these two soldiers were up here honoring their 1-year anniversary last month, so congratulations on your Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal. Alright, Buffets. Alright, fall back in. Congrats, soldiers.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, next up, Crawford and Jay Nichols, post. Alright, Ballface Crawford. Alright, so these two soldiers have a little bit of a citation to read here, so I'll start off by awarding these two soldiers the Army Achievement Medal for as follows. Corporal Crawford, for his exemplary support duties performed over the last 2 months, Corporal Crawford has been critical in helping run the squad in the weeks before a leadership change. Without him, I am sure we wouldn't have been half as effective as we were. Lastly, I would like to point out his combat achievements and general skill, or luck, in avoiding great injury while also being the first man in. So during the transition of a new squad leader coming in, just the amount of leadership and what I call thoughtful leaders. To be a thoughtful leader is something that soldiers that are just there to do their thing. They don't want accolades for it. They don't want, they don't have egos that say, yeah, I'm the leader, or I'm the captain now. But just outstanding work, and that's something that Crawford always provides. The unit as a whole, as well as his squad. So we have then Private Nichols during mission Swift Swipe. After his team leader experienced an equipment malfunction, the private second class did not hesitate and rose to the occasion, leading his peers for a significant portion of that mission. He integrated with the command structure flawlessly and carried out his duties of a team leader to the standards of that his fire team does. So there's somebody that recognized an issue in the field and kind of took it upon himself to jump right in, handle the team while a leader was whether incapacitated or just down on equipment, whether that's radio malfunction, weapon malfunction, something like that. But outstanding job to a private second class, really getting out of his element and leading to the extent. So congrats to these two, both being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. How about face? Congrats, Corporal. Fall back in. All right. Next up, if I can get Winters, Jay Lewis, and Babel post. All right. Balface. All right. These 3 soldiers are hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Service Medal. So this is a medal that is awarded out for 6 months of service within a certain DMOS. So in this case, we have Sergeant Winters for COE. He's also a 94 Alpha. Corporal Lewis for his work within CID, who's also the NCOIC within CID, and he takes care of all our uniform updates and training of new personnel. And then we have Specialist Babel for his work as a drill instructor for the last 6 months in FIG. These soldiers serve in multiple DMOSs, but these are the ones that they hit their 6 months in this month. So congratulations, and thank you for serving in these DMOSs. They're extremely vital to our success, and it's not the fun side of the unit necessarily, more of an administrative side, but the way we have it set, having everybody a part of those lightens the load from having it on only a few soldiers' shoulders. Say that 10 times fast, and being able to spread it out really helps. So, and thank you for your service. All right, Buffets. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in. All right. Next up, if I can get Nichols, R. Winters, Z. Williamson, Lockton, Kelso, Gonzalez, Newman, and Dio post. Wrong button. Alright, Belface. Alright. So these soldiers, all private second classes, are hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of private first class E3. This is their first promotion outside of a training environment, being able to be promoted in front of their teams. These are our new soldiers. We've talked about these soldiers in the past for being their first, that they were enlisted in, whether that was in April or March. These soldiers have come up into their own, understanding, the requirements of the group, what they can provide to their fire teams, putting themselves in a great position to lead or have opportunities to lead and execute our training missions or our training, just in general. So a big congratulations. I mean, it's your first one. You get that out of the way, and really this opens you up to some other DMOSs as well as potentially a fire team leader slot, as that is the lowest rank for a fire team leader would be special or PFC to specialist. So congratulations and welcome.
What?
Right. Belface. Congratulations, PFCs. All right. Go forth and cause havoc. Oh wait, that's specialists. Never mind. Alright. Next up, if I can get... make sure I got everybody. There we go. Here's my list. It split my list in half. I didn't like that. Alright. So if I can get Gray, Donley, Sanford, D. Williams, Bird, Wolf, Lockton, Kelso, K. Long, A. Long, Shordell, Newman, R. Winters, and J. Hunter post.
Go there, Shordell.
All right. About face. All right. All right. This large list, and 5 of them in front of you today, are hereby being awarded their first stage of the Combat Infantry badge. So they engaged in their first operation within our unit in this month of April. I mean, being able to join the unit, you can see some are specialists, some are privates. Being able to Winters your feedback. See Winters. There you go. Being able to now I lost my train of thought. Being able to engage in combat, you know, that's the fun side of our unit. As I said, the DMOS is the admin side. The storylines put together, just the fierce combat of throwing lead downrange at an enemy, whether that's in a training environment or what we call the real deal, our missions, goes a long way. And this is really just the first step as we move forward and are able to get to stage 2, 3, 4. As you know, that just shows the longevity in the unit that you have served in. So, congratulations on achieving stage 1 today. Ooh.
What?
Bellface. Congratulations. Fall back in. All right, if I can get Abel, Walk McMahon, Walk Clark, and Dio post. Wrong button. About face. Alright, much like our Stage 1 of CIB, these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Combat Action Badge. So the difference for soldiers that don't know, the CIB, the Combat Infantry Badge, is only awarded to 11 and 18 series soldiers. And practically everybody else, as we call POGs, and I'm one of those POGs, being a military policeman, that are awarded the Combat Action Badge, the CAB. So POG personnel other than grunt, so they say. There's other terms for it as well. We won't get into that. But these 4 soldiers, 3 out of our 3 CAB area, so they are not in the 11 series, being a 153. And then Sergeant Abel is technically in our platoon, serving as our RTO, so that's a 25 series. So he would not qualify for a CIB, but instead the CAB. So exact same criteria to get it. Have to serve in at least 1 combat operation, 1 mission, to earn that CAB, or at least your first stage. So a big congratulations to these 4. Bellface. Congrats, Walk. Fall back in. All right. Specialist Liwa post.
Specialist Liwa was not present.
Not present. Okay. Specialist Liwa is hereby being awarded the first stage of the Combat Medic. So the medics, the 68 series, 68 whiskey, are awarded their own kind of combat badge, as well as the CIB or CAB, but as a combat medic. So that Specialist Liwa, being the squad medic, is hereby awarded that. Hooah. All right. I don't think I saw Donley here, right? Donley's not present. PFC Donley is hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of Specialist E4. Hey, thanks for the follow, Chris. Being able to enter into that E4 Mafia is what we call it. He's now, you know, in a DMOS. That's one of the more hang-ups for the rank of Specialist. So I didn't mention that in the PFCs. You know, to achieve the rank of Specialist, you got to get into a DMOS. That's kind of the one of the requirements. Is that, again, going back to everybody shares that I wouldn't say burden, but expectation or the reality of our unit on the admin side. but being able to talk and understand, I guess, that DMOS side, specialists start leading as well. So leading from the front in terms of being a fire team leader, but not necessarily. We have several specialists that are not fire team leaders, and that is just their position, and they hold that rank, and that's why we call it the Mafia, E4 Mafia. So congratulations to Donley on achieving his E4.
Whoa.
Hear all those E4 Mafias in the crowd. All right, next up, if I can get Garcia, Kidon, and Babel post. Okay. About face. All right. So these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal. The Joint Service Commendation Medal is awarded for DMOS activity and achievement. So we have Sergeant Garcia as a 42 Alpha roster maintenance specialist. Sergeant Garcia always completes the most requests and completes them on time. He makes sure that there's no mistakes. Without him, our base maintenance operations would not be doing as well as it is. We have Specialist Kidon, also as a 42 Alpha roster maintenance specialist. Specialist Kidon completes the most requests on time. He makes them without mistakes. Again, BMO would not be where they are without him. Specialist Babel as an 11 Bravo H Hotel drill instructor for sustained and exceptional performance of duties within Force Improvement Group. Since joining the SOP 6 months ago, Specialist Babel has kept up with an outstanding presence during our OSET instructor, or as an OSET instructor, setting the example in excellence and leading trainees to success by that example. He works in keeping with the highest standards within FIG. So again, these are again, you can see it in there, completes most requests, excellence. They're extremely active within their DMOS. They're vital to their DMOS. Without them, that DMOS would go down a notch. We understand that the amount of work sometimes, as we, talking throughout just with other DMOS NCYCs or leaders within these DMOSs, as we do have leads. Sometimes it's difficult to get soldiers, and it's come to having to remove soldiers from DMOSs, which then, again, if you're not in a DMOS, the max rank you can achieve is PFC, so that means you'll be going down to there. To see soldiers that are showing excellence and showing the way it's supposed to be done, leading by example, is exactly what these two soldiers and 3 that we talked about do today. So congratulations. Hua.
Hua.
About face. Congratulations. Thanks, soldiers, for all you do.
Thank you, Major.
Fall back in. All right. So next up, if I can get, we got Vandal, C. Winters, Sergeant Ivan, Sergeant Garcia, Corporal Lewis, Corporal Crawford, Specialist Babel, Specialist Kidden, Specialist Tham, PFC Kalen, Specialist D. Frost, and Corporal Winslow post. Alright, Buffface. Alright, as you can see, a lot of these soldiers are above a certain rank. Specialist, we got 1 PFC in there, hidden in there, on a re-enlistment. But these soldiers are hereby being awarded their 2nd stage of the Combat Infantry Badge. So this means they have achieved 2 combat operations within our unit. So the last one that we had last year, as you can see, several of these are specialists or NCOs, so they've been here for a while. They're veterans in their own right in terms of their duties within their squad or fire team. and they lead from the front. So being able to award them their second stage combat infantry badge shows the tenure that each of these soldiers have had in our unit, and is, you know, as you go higher in these stages, you can kind of see how the ranks kind of raise a little bit, but not always. But congratulations to these, boy, what is that, 10? 11 soldiers being awarded their stage 2 today. Cool.
Whoa.
Hooah.
All right, Bellface. Congratulations. Fall back in. All right. If I can get Specialist Scanar post. All right, about face. All right, I don't think I would see the day again that Specialist Scanar leaves the E4 Mafia and joins the NCO Corps. But if anybody has earned it, this soldier, Specialist Scanar, you do outstanding work within our COE, as well as just in general in your squad and fire team, and being able to promote you to Corporal today is once again another honor. Those that don't know, the Corporal now has been with us. Well, it took a brief lapse, as he says, to go date people, and that didn't work out. No, I'm joking. But being able to come back and really leave or start off where he left off. You know, he's one that is constantly active, always around, always reachable, and does such great work in our DMOSs and leadership just in general. So being able to have him back in the NCO Corps strengthens our NCO Corps in terms of activity and ability and leadership. So happy to promote you to Corporal today. Congrats, Corporal. Oh.
What?
All right, Bellface.
What?
Welcome back to the NCO Corps.
Thank you.
Oh. Fall back in.
Back home.
All right. So next, if I can get Cooper, Garcia, and Pendergast post. All right, Bellface. All right, these three soldiers are hereby being awarded something I call the Enemy Marksmanship Badge, also known as the Purple Heart. Being that we are in a combat operation now, you know, the Purple Heart is eligible for our leaders in general. So I have a small citation. Well, actually, some of these aren't small. Thanks. So first off, we have Staff Sergeant Cooper during mission Broken Runway, which is our very first mission of this operation. Sergeant Cooper took multiple gunshots, as well as took an enemy RPG hit directly next to him. Despite this handicap, he still ordered the squad to break contact, suppress the enemy, to safely fall back within his squad, reorganized, and plan a counterattack. Sergeant Cooper, despite the blink of bleeding out and dying from his wounds, still managed to successfully fight and push back the enemy force and destroy ×1 BTR and 1 BMP with explosives and AT. We then have Sergeant Garcia. Sergeant Garcia, during mission Broken Runway, took complete control over Phoenix Squad 4th Squad after the squad got engaged by three squad-sized elements while sustaining heavy and life-threatening injuries. Sergeant Garcia sustained multiple gunshot wounds to his chest, arms, and legs. Despite this handicap, he continued to give orders and work on the wounded soldiers. He established a base of fire with the remaining members and ordered a break contact. During said break contact, he put Sergeant Cooper on his back, carried him into a safe location, where he and the rest of the squad held out until they got relieved by 2nd Squad Ghosts. And then we have Staff Sergeant Pendergast for wounds received with military valor and merit in Mission Swift Swipe. During the platoon assault near the bridge of Rona, Staff Sergeant suffered debilitating wounds in a firefight and was incapacitated during the assault. Upon medical aid, Staff Sergeant continued to support platoon combat operations with critical medical aid, setting up a CCP, ensuring his medic and combat lifesavers were effective in their duties to the success of our mission. So all three of these, you can kind of see the basis line of, you know, they're in leadership roles. You know, they're leading from the front. They're doing what a good leader does. They get, you know, shot in the ass to qualify for that Purple Heart. Everybody gets hit in Arma, and you know, but it's really around the basis of the scenario of what's happening. So you have a soldier that is several soldiers that are basically blown apart, have wounds, but they're still leading. They're caring about their soldiers, their fellow squad leaders, or their fellow squads and fire teams, and pushing forward. So that's the sign of that leadership and who they are. So congratulations on being awarded, as again I call it the enemy marksmanship badge, because they qualify on your skin. But Hoa, congratulations on earning the Purple Heart. Hoa. Alright, Bellface. Congratulations. Fall back in. Alright. Next up, if I can get J Frost and Bill's post. Alright. About face. Bill's your body's still sideways. You gotta double tap your alt. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Alright, these two soldiers are hereby being awarded their Combat Action Badge Stage 2. Being that this is their second combat operation, much like the CIB Stage 2. Both soldiers serve our detachment element of 3 cab, which qualifies them for their cab. So big congratulations and Hoa.
What?
Alright, Buffet. Hey, your body turned. Alright, fall back in.
Hey.
Alright. So if I can get Corporal T. Simmons post. If he's present. I don't think he is. Okay. Corporal T. Simmons is hereby being awarded the Stage 2 Combat Medic Badge. And as well as Sergeant Pendergast, since he's not currently present either, is being awarded Stage 3 Combat Medic Badge. Both serving, obviously, platoon and squad medic roles. And that's extremely vital to the success of our elements. Setting up CCPs, setting up just more medical aid. We understand how quickly we go through medical, almost quicker than we go through ammo. So big thank you to these soldiers for making sure that they patch our wounds and give us that Hello Kitty Band-Aid. Hoa.
Hooah.
What?
All right. Next, if I can get, let's see, I got T. Simmons, McKinsey, and Shade post. About face. Alright, these 3 soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Commendation Medal for as follows. So we got Corporal Simmons for excellent medical work during Operation Broken Runway, and Patrol 2 for exceptional medical work. Multiple times, Corporal Simmons has shown a high level of dedication to the platoon during the operations by establishing platoon CCPs, providing medical work on multiple squads at a time. including our in multiple situations and overall success of our platoon. Specialist McKinsey, who's in front of us, again for exceptional medical work during Patrol 2. During our assault on the second bridge, First Squad suffered a heavy losses, and Specialist McKinsey's medical work saved all our lives while we tried to cross that bridge. Without his exceptional work, we would have failed or wouldn't have crossed that bridge. We have Sergeant Shade with Valor. During Operation Broken Runway, Sergeant Shade, while accompanying a combat squad into Objective Indigo, the element encountered heavy armor suddenly. Without hesitation or regard to himself, Sergeant Shade ran towards the enemy armor, disabled it with a demo block, saving what would have been the entire combat squad. I witnessed that one, so that was, we all know Sergeant Shade. So that's very true without regard to himself. So, but the ARCOM, I mean, it's awarded for multiple things, excellence, as you can see in terms of our medical personnel, and the without regard and merit of each other or of themselves, is something that is honored here today. So congratulations on these three being awarded the Army Commendation Medal. Oh.
What?
All right, Bellface. Congratulations, Specialist.
Thank you, sir.
Fall back in. All right. Next up, if I can get Jay Lewis, Bills, and Grigg post. You're sideways again, Louis. Or Bills. There you go. Alright, Buffface. Alright. These three soldiers are, in the month of April, attended our promotion board and hereby are promoted to the grade and rank of E5. Each soldier kind of went through their promotion board, and a lot of them aced it in terms of points needed. To have more NCOs in this unit gives us a special atmosphere that we need of excellence and discipline, leadership, military bearing, and it's something that calls upon all our NCOs to ensure we're holding that standard, holding ourselves accountable, and holding our fellow NCOs as well as subordinates that we lead to that same standard. We lead by example. And that's something that I'm very proud of our NCO Corps, as we do have hiccups here and there, but as a whole is top of the line from throughout my career. So a big congratulations to adding 3 more. Noah.
What?
Oh,
All right. Belface. Congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in.
What?
All right. If I can get Strickland and Shade post. All right, Belface. All right, so these 2 soldiers and Chief Warrant Officer 2, Strickland in front of you, are hereby being awarded their Stage 3 Combat Action Badge. Obviously, with the Chief Warrant Officer, he's a part of our 3 cab, and Sergeant Shade technically is not an 11 Bravo. He serves within our Forward Observer slot, so that's outside the scope of an 11 Bravo, so qualifies him for CIB 3 as well. So congratulations to these 2. Oh.
What?
All right. About face. And then Strickland, just stand fast. Then go ahead and have Brock, Cooper, Ayers, McKinsey, Skanar, Lewa, Pearson, Toplak, Ayers, post. Yeah, I said Ayers twice. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Brock, Pendergast, Cooper, Garcia, Ayers, McKenzie, Skanar, Lewa, Pearson, Toblak. All right. All right. About face. All right. So everybody but Strickland is on this. That's up here. Is hereby being awarded their stage 3 of their CIB. So this is achieving their 3rd combat mission, an operation. I mean, within our unit. With that meets the criteria to all the soldiers listed. Strickland, Brock, Pendergast, Cooper, Garcia, Ayers, McKenzie, Skanar, Lewa, Pearson, and Toplak are hereby being awarded their patching. So the 3rd Infantry Division combat patch, the U.S. Army patching kind of ceremony, is a tradition that began with, in 1918, I want to say, back in just after World War One. And it's continued to be, conducted throughout units in the U.S. Army to recognize soldiers who have served in hostile engagements and in hostile operations. So, being able to have these soldiers earn the 3rd ID patch, serving in the 3rd ID operation, and that's exactly what they did. So, congratulations. Being able to earn the 3rd IB patch is something special. It's on everything we do. It's why we honor and emulate the real 3rd ID, and it's just throw that honor, and it's not an easy patch to get. As you can see, stage 3 is at least 3 years in the unit, or off and on 3 years within the unit, and it's something that we should wear with pride, and it's the gift that is handed out at the 1 year for soldiers that have shared that already, and that's the reason. It's who we are, and it's what we are as a unit. So big congratulations to these 10 soldiers listed that are earning their patch today. Cool.
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 Dollface. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. Fall back in. All right. Dun, dun. And let's go ahead and get pull track and 5s up here. All right, Bellface. All right, these 2 soldiers are capped out. So they're capped out in stage 4 of their CIB. Combat Infantry badge, achieving their 4th combat operation within our unit. That's a lot of years put in over a course of 4 combat operations. Whether they have served, all consecutive without hesitation, or our re-enlistment in some cases, but nonetheless to hit 4 combat operations, show the dedication needed to be here for 4 combat operations is an extreme thing. Being able to share that with us and be a part of us for that length of time, we appreciate that service and award you that stage 4. So congratulations. Cool.
Cool.
All right, Buffface. Hello, soldiers. Thank you. Fall back in. All right, let me check over. All right, next up, Cadet Frost, post. All right, Buffface. Those are unregulated eyeglass wear. All right. So those that don't know Cadet Frost, he likes long walks on the beach in his home country of England. So there's a lot of beaches, being an island, So I've gotten to work a lot with Cadet Frost since he's taken over 3 Cap. And really stepped up. He's gone through a lot of change within that element. The whole element has practically kind of a rebuild from the ground up. Frost is one that his camaraderie, not only with his element of 3 cab, but as well as our platoon level, is extremely welcomed. And it's great to being able to have that little bit of integration and poke fun here and there. But the thing that really sold me on him was his dedication. The amount of work that the cadet is really ready to take on, and have no regards to himself and time. He communicates well, and he just wants the best for his soldiers, for his team. He's not here for personal accolades, and that he made apparent right away. This isn't his first tour with us either. He served in our NCO Corps, and is able to really do a lot of things throughout our unit, and it's been an honor and a privilege moving him through our officer candidate course. And today he had or I guess, was it yesterday or Friday? Friday he had an impromptu promotion board with myself, and it was entertaining nonetheless. But I'm happy to announce that he is hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of second lieutenant, also known as that butter bar, for completion of OCS. It involved a lot of reading, a lot of one-on-one time with me, even what we call a thesis statement, which is a weaker area for Lieutenant Frost, and he'll agree. But it's just been a privilege to be able to have a soldier come up and work as hard as the lieutenant here has. And I'm very honored to have him join the officer corps. So congratulations, Lieutenant. Hooah.
Can't spell lost without LT.
Alright, can't spell lost without LT. Yeah, if you have him go through land nav, you'll find out quick. So go ahead, turn around, and we'll do your first salute.
Thank you, Major.
Oh, congratulations, LT. Fall back in. Alright. Next up, if I can get Sergeant Tucci, post. That's funny. Alright, Bellface. Alright, Sergeant Tucci, your fearless platoon leader. I put him in for this award as I was next to him, I guess you can say, but cowering in the rear with the gear a lot. But during this engagement, during combat mission Broken One Way, Sergeant First Class Tucci led from the front on multiple engagements throughout the entire combat mission. Within Objective Indigo, while Sergeant First Class was helping coordinate combat operations, he was incapacitated for a short time. Upon receiving medical aid, Sergeant First Class continued leading from the front, ensuring the safety of his platoon, leading through his NCOs. Specialist. Sergeant First Class Tucci led his platoon, his company, and his unit to a high level of excellence that day. Being able to witness some of the stuff that went down in terms of combat operations, the amount of coordinating specifically a platoon sergeant needs to do is an extreme amount between handling not only the platoon staff, where's the medic, where's the RTO, where's the forward operator, where's the squad leaders, what positioning, all that within a squad, or all of that within a combat operation is a large amount, and to do it with excellence and leading from the front like the Sergeant First Class did, it's honor to award him the Bronze Star with Valor for the duties he performed and the amount of gunfire that this Sergeant First Class went through on a weekly / every other weekly basis of a combat mission, but more specifically the one for Mission Broken Runway. So congratulations and hooah.
Hooah.
Alright. Power face. Congratulations, Tucci.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Go ahead, just post there. I think that is a wrap. Look at that, exactly 60 minutes. So today I'll hand it over here to Sergeant First Class soon. So again, make sure you report in. Make sure you vote on clans lists. Today we have a mission that Sergeant First Class will touch base on more when we get into our debrief, is maybe a little bit here. But overall, again, keep doing what we're doing. May is going to be a little bit of a lull month. Those that are high school or college students, a lot of midterms or end of the year exams happen, so it does become a little stagnant. So I really encourage leaders and fellow soldiers to kind of push through that, be active as much as you can, communicate. Let's get out there and continue to do what we do in game for combat operations. Get out there and do what we do in terms of recruitment, as we are always looking to add more talent, more experience into our unit as well. So that's all I have for the month of May. Month of June, I believe the goal here is going to have one of the lieutenants up here, as I will not be present for June 5th ceremony. It's my wedding anniversary, and Household 6 did not approve my temporary pass request. So I'm going to have to vacate that role for that day or that week. We're on vacation, but just wanted to head that out, that one of the lieutenants will be here next month to give you all your shiny bling bling. So if you got an award or promoted today, be sure to hit up CID requests, and CID will start working on those upon BMO's completion of updating the records. So other than that, Sergeant First Class, post. All right, take charge, dismiss the troops. See you at mission.
Thank you, sir. All right, Widowmakers. So, as the Major said, don't forget to report in, as it is Sunday. And I'll see the squad leaders in 15 minutes for the mission planning. So, with that, you're all dismissed.
Hello.
Oh, no, I did.
All right. Hey X, sorry, talking a lot. Yeah, you're right. It does not move when it looks like that. So I'm gonna drop here for, I don't know, half hour, and I'll be back to do our combat mission. So appreciate everybody that stopped in, and thanks for the follow again for those that hit that subscribe/follow button. So thanks everybody.
Major.
Yes, Fives.
Question. I have a question. Can I